Discipline is really gonna be a driving force when it comes to getting out of one of these funks. I've actually been in what I would call a rut. When is it not snowing here? You're not gonna always feel motivated. That guy just avoiding ruts or getting through them. But I feel better, which is good to know, because in the past I've just really fallen apart and had to pick myself back up and fallen apart and had to pick
Good morning.
Good morning, guys. Happy Friday and welcome to the vlog. So for the past couple of days, I've actually been in what I would call a rut. I talked about this in my last video towards the end, that I kind of felt it coming on. It's not that I feel like I'm in a rut, because to be honest, if I was in a rut, I wouldn't feel even chirpy enough to vlog, but I can feel the signs of it, you know, like I'm on the verge of it. So I've been trying to take control of it, and I thought I would vlog just me getting out of a rut. I actually started this vlog a couple days ago, but the thing about feeling this way is that every time I tried to make the vlog and, you know, show you guys, it just adds pressure when I'm trying to prove that I'm capable of getting out of this really quickly, right? So I just had to take the time to do it myself, work on it myself, and then I'm not fully out of it, but I thought I was feeling better enough to bring you guys along. I hope that makes sense. I know it makes sense. Today I'm gonna take you guys through my final day of getting out of a rut. I've been trying to do it all week and I have been pretty good for the most part, and I want to share a big tip. Since we're on the topic of this, don't try to like get out of a rut in one day. I find that all the YouTube videos I've been watching on it to help me personally, it's like they try to fix it all in one day, and it's usually the same simple things like clean your room, clean your space, get dressed, get outside, and just have good habits, which is true. All those things are true, but one of the biggest things with getting out of a rut is you need to find what the problem is in the first place. You can't fix something if you don't know what's wrong, because that's just a band-aid and it's not really going to help you. So I would recommend, before you start doing any of that stuff, take time to journal or just sit and think about what's even wrong. Because for me personally, I know one of the reasons I feel this way is because, one, I was on my period, like it was that time of month, so it makes sense that energy wise I'm feeling very low. But also two, I spent January focusing so much on goals and being productive that I'm probably just burnt out, especially because I haven't had any balance of like social activities in my month in the month of January. So yeah, that's what I'm personally focusing on this month, and we're in February now, if I didn't say that. And I know I'll be able to get out of this because I'm catching it before it gets deeper. So yeah, anyways, if I sound jumbled in this vlog, please bear with me, because it's just kind of hard to vlog when I'm in a low mood. But I wanted to real time show you guys what it's like to be in this state and how it can get better. I'm going to be sharing some tips throughout the day. So it's going to be like a work day in my life. It's 8 o'clock right now. You guys can't even see the time. It's 8:01. I was supposed to wake up earlier because I wanted to just do a bunch of shit before work, like clean my kitchen, go buy groceries, but it's also snowing. When is it not snowing here? Well, it's not actively snowing, but it snowed last night, so the floor is very snowy. That guy just slipped. Oh, yup. I ain't trying to go outside. The thing though is that I'm gonna have to go outside because I ordered groceries yesterday and I spent the whole day waiting on it. They were supposed to get delivered at 6, and then they pushed the time to like 7, then they pushed it to 8, then they pushed it to 9:45. I'm like, honey, just say the weather is bad. And like, no shade to them, like I understand everybody's like working and shit, but just tell me it can't be delivered, you know? The thing about dishes, it's so hard to feel accomplished once you do it because it just comes back. There's just always more to do. And you can never feel like you accomplished anything, because if you do your dishes, the minute you make a sandwich or make some coffee, it's like then you have to go wash the cup. So a big tip I want to share with you guys is to start doing things in like 5-minute chunks, 10-minute chunks, especially when you're feeling this way. Just put a timer on and just try to get as many things done as you can. A lot of the times when we feel this way, we don't really want to do any of that stuff. Like, we don't want to practice the good habits that we know make the difference, like keeping your space clean. You know, that's why everyone always says clean your space, get outside, the basic stuff, because those are good habits that fight against, well, not fight against, but they help. They make you feel better. They make you feel like you've accomplished something or you're doing something positive. And it's true, it's important to do those things, but I know it's always hard to find the motivation to do those things, especially when it comes to things that like you constantly have to do, like constantly doing dishes, constantly having to, I don't know, clean, take out the garbage. I don't know. The thing about it is just that even though it sucks, you kind of just have to do it. Discipline is really gonna be a driving force when it comes to getting out of one of these funks. And I'm gonna have a bigger talk later on about discipline and motivation, because the fact is that you're not gonna always feel motivated to do things, and you have to accept that. Like, I think a lot of people, when they see, especially a lot of the girls on TikTok, that girl people on TikTok, people are like, in the comments, they're always saying, oh, how are you so motivated to do all this stuff? It's not motivation, it's discipline. I mean, sometimes it's motivation. Maybe you have a bigger goal and you know that this is something you have to do to get to that goal. You know, you have to keep your space clean to keep your head clear so that you can run your business, sure, but it's also discipline. And most of the times it comes to discipline, because when you wake up in the morning, you're tired, you're exhausted, the choice to get up, get ready, do all that stuff, it's discipline. If you think about when you were younger, and people always say, you know, like, how was I doing so much when I was younger? It wasn't because you were more motivated when you were younger, you had more energy. I mean, you did, but it's because you kind of had no choice and you just had to follow instructions. You didn't really have the freedom to choose if you want to do this or not. You had to go to school, so you got up and went to school. You had to do all these extracurriculars, so you did it. And maybe not had to, like maybe your parents forced you to, but the point is that you had to. Someone was making you do it, so you did it. And it wasn't like something to sit and complain about, because the time you spend sitting and complaining about it, I mean, you'd have just done it. It's 9 o'clock. I'm gonna start work. I'm gonna quickly plan my day and start work. Yeah. We're back in the kitchen because I'm gonna make a smoothie. This past week, I've definitely felt the pros and cons of working a 9-to-5 job while feeling like you're in a rut. I find that on one hand, working 9 to 5 keeps you in a routine, like it kind of forces you out of bed, because yeah, it forces you to get out of bed. If I wasn't working, I definitely would fall into this thing of like just literally rolling out of bed whenever I needed to eat, and only then. Because I'm forced to get out of bed for work, it also makes sure I kind of put myself together. I don't really talk about work much, but in the past I used to work very independently and I barely had meetings with people, so I still would put myself together in a sense. Like if someone were to call me, I would be presentable looking ish. But especially this week, I've been forced to actually look more presentable, like actually comb my hair and whatever, just because the project I'm working on now, it involves a lot of people. It's not as independent. I've been meeting with people all week, more than I probably have since I started my job. It's so funny. It's very interesting to be working while feeling this way, because especially for someone like me, who your productivity, your sense of accomplishment is slightly tied to what you're doing, like your productivity and stuff like that. It can be very like up and down, because I don't necessarily feel that confident at work, and I have no reason to. Like they put me on this project because they thought I was capable enough, but now it's like I feel like I have to prove something, because working independently, no one's really like checking me like that, you know. Now I'm working with people, my work directly affects other people, and so that means people are actively like looking at what I'm doing, and it makes me feel like I just have to be, you know, just on edge, proving myself. And yeah, it's just been kind of hard to deal with. But like I said, the pro of this situation is that it forces me to put myself together ish, get out of bed, do something every day, show up, show up for myself, and they're habits that are associated with me working. So like I said, because I work, I get dressed, I eat something, like, you know, they're habit systems, which is something really important to have. I think that's a whole video in itself, to be honest, but I can talk about that if you guys want in a different video. Let me know and I'll do like a sit down video. But having habit systems are so important, especially when it comes to avoiding ruts or getting through them better. Again, it's kind of with what I was talking about earlier with the discipline. It's like you have no choice but to do it, and that's the good thing about working 9 to 5. Like, you still have to show up. I contemplated taking a mental health day sometime this week, but to be honest, I don't know if that gets taken out of my vacation days. I don't really know, and I don't want it to. Like, I don't want to use up my personal days because I'm not as bad as I could be, and also because I just got put on a new project, so that's just stress when I come back and all that stuff. I've been trying to have this conversation with you, like film this clip for the past, I don't know, 10 minutes, and I just keep deleting it because I just keep getting overwhelmed every time I start speaking. We might get interrupted because I'm waiting on a call from someone at work, but I was thinking about how this morning at the start of the video, I was trying to say, oh, I'm not really in a rut. I'm just, you know, feeling low, feeling unmotivated. And I think the reason I keep thinking I'm not in a rut is because I've been, for the most part, maintaining my routine. I've still been working out. I haven't fallen into the whole ordering food and not wanting to cook or not wanting to eat spiral. And I've just been doing really well habit-wise. So I think I associate feeling in a rut as my entire world is collapsing and I'm not capable of doing anything, which is not true. So I just kind of wanted to talk about why I have been able to maintain my routine despite feeling so unmotivated and just down. And it's because of my non-negotiable habits. I know I've been talking about this since, I don't know, I started my whole self-improvement kick, but guys, these habits, so for me specifically, working out, I don't necessarily work out every day. I've only worked out 3 times. Today's gonna be the 3rd day because I changed into my workout outfit, but working out makes a difference for me. Sometimes I have to drag myself to work out, but I feel better every time without fail when I do it. Another habit for me is meal planning. I meal plan on a daily basis, not really a weekly basis. And it's not like I do some grand thing. I just make sure I know what I can eat for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. It just makes my life easier because in the moment, if I cannot think of what to eat, I'm just gonna order food, or I'm just gonna not eat. I'm just gonna drink coffee until it's suppressed. Like, that's just how I am, and I know that about myself, so I put measures in place to keep me on track. So anyways, those are some of my non-negotiable habits: getting out of bed and changing into something, simple things like that. Some days are easier to do them than others, but I try to do those specific things every single day because no matter what, I will always feel better once I get them done. And I just want to reinforce the whole idea of non-negotiable habits to you guys because it's definitely been helping me get through this slump. It really has, because so much so that I can't even tell, am I in a rut or not? Because for the most part, my life isn't falling apart entirely. I mentally, you know, I could use some work, and maybe if I was journaling more, because I don't do that. I can't tell you last time I've journaled. Mentally, I feel like, you know, that could use some work. Like, I could use some reflection. But in terms of like keeping up with life, I've been feeling good and doing well, and that helps me mentally, to be honest, because it makes me know I can function through bad times, which is good to know, because in the past I've just really fallen apart and had to pick myself back up, and fallen apart and had to pick myself back up, and just that cycle of just, you know, feeling unaccomplished and then getting sad that I'm feeling unaccomplished, and then getting sad that I'm wasting time thinking about the fact that I'm unaccomplished. Like, it's just such a downhill spiral sometimes, and I don't know if that makes sense. Is that what people say, downhill spiral? I don't know, but it's, you know, it just, shit goes south. And I just want to remind you guys and just reinforce these whole habits. Find those habits. It doesn't have to be the ones I have, but find those things, 2 or 3, 4 or 5 things that when you do them, they make all the difference. And it's not anything hard. It's like simple things that take short amounts of time to do. It takes like 3 minutes to brush your teeth, 2 minutes to wash your face and do your skincare, but you know after that, wow, at least you have your skincare done and you won't get breakouts because your skin is clean. You know what I mean? Anyways, I just thought I would share that with you guys because it's important. I know. It's almost 3 o'clock. I just finished editing a video for a client. Oh my gosh, did I show you guys this robe? Oh wait, I think I showed you this morning. I got a robe. I've always wanted one and I ordered one last weekend. Let me show you. So yeah, I just finished working for my client. I did one client's video and tomorrow I'm gonna edit the other client's video, but her videos are way easier. They literally take me like just a really short amount of time. But yeah, typically I would have just cut myself off at 11, but I just didn't want to wake up and know I have work to do that feels very worky. Like the other girl's video, because she does vlogs, it's kind of just like fun. It's kind of like I'm watching her vlog. And it's just easy because they're not like super edited like mine. They're just very chill and more casual. I'm gonna make myself some popcorn and just chill for the night. Just, you know, wind down. 3 a.m. That's disgusting. And I'm going out tomorrow, so that's just, I guess that's preparation for tomorrow because I would have had to be up late for that anyways. Well, also I think yesterday I was up pretty late and the day before too, so this is right up my alley. Yeah, I guess it's different when I'm like up and moving around at this time versus in my bed just on the phone or just lying down and watching a show or something. Initially this was gonna be a 1-day vlog, but I think I'm gonna make it yeah, I'm gonna bring you guys into the morning because I want to share. I thought it was gonna hit you guys. I want to share some journaling prompts and just like things that help with self-awareness when you're in a rut and stuff like that. I've kind of understood that I'm not gonna get out of the rut before the video is done. I don't know why I thought that would have been the vibe, but it's just not gonna happen. Like, I don't feel terrible. Like, you know, I'm feeling good, but I just know I'm still feeling kind of low. And it's okay. Like, this is normal. This is what life is like. But yeah.
Sorry, that was insensitive. I didn't realize how much it must bother you to relive that loss.
Guys, look at my skin moving like a big sabotage. And I'm supposed to be going out today. This shit is ghetto. I'm gonna do a brain dump, so this is my like just brain dump journal. Guys, I'm clearly stressed. Look at this one. Look on the camera focusing on itself and not on the thing. Why do I have this one gray hair? And it's just projecting. It needs to not. It was actually longer and I tried to cut it, but I didn't get all of it.